BNS1 RTC Homewood. CN 8838, I'll get you signals back to your train here as soon as the switch locks in. 1383 scales, I'll keep them coming over.
Main 2, north, bound.
Right. Thank you, sir. BNS1 RTC Homewood out.
Yep, copy. I'll send you right now. CN detector, mile 39.8. Main 2, north, bound, no defects. Temperature 66 F. Total axles 2, 4. Speed 2, 9. Detector out. Stop them all. Four dash 5.
Five more, 530.
That's 12, answer over. 5295 west, over. Good on 2. Talk to locomotive there. He thinks it's MU or a crankcase overpressure on that. On my second engine there. So, guess we're going to have to check it out when we get to Clinton. Okay, do you have enough horsepower? I assume you have enough horsepower to make it to Clinton, correct? Yeah, we won't reach 70, but yeah, we got enough horsepower. Okay, copy out. 12, answer over. I'm gonna hold you at Frog Pond. I'll get you in when you get closer to being on duty here. I've got a signal maintainer that's doing some testing at 5th Street, and I can't have you at Route 84 while he's doing that, over. Just hold up there at Frog Pond at Y133, and then when he's done doing his signal testing, then I can get you in, over. 1935, over. Thank you, Spectro.
Oh, 95.1, track 1.
City mainline.
BNSF detector, milepost 43.
Okay, everyone, we're back on the Chicago Rail project today. I decided today that I'm going to set a goal for myself of completing everything on the south side of Chicago, everything north of the BNSF Chilliwack subdivision and the CN line here. I can't remember what the name of it is, but everything north of that line and north of basically like this point on the CN, or the CN Layton subdivision comes down to about here, and it's all done. This yard's done in Joliet. The Metro yard here has not been touched yet. Corwith has not been touched yet. But all... no, I haven't done this industry here yet. I want your opinion, though, I have high-resolution Google Earth images for everything north of this area and west of here. Everything north of the Harvard subdivision, and I think including the Harvard subdivision, I did without high-resolution images. I'm tempted to do that here just to save time. But I want your opinion on what you think I should do. But today we're going to take a tour in Trainz of areas of the route that I have not looked at in detail since I drew them in Trainz DM and then uploaded them into Trainz. So here we go.
Let me know. I show it's
We're at the Joliet station here, which I'll be replacing
with no power. I guess take a look
soon.
up there. I'll let Joe know that you guys are going to be in trouble.
Metro Yard in Joliet. Yeah, here's the CN, the old Elgin, Joliet, and Eastern. It's completed actually down to here. Let me just take a tour down here quick. I really hope my computer doesn't crash on me. It's about 5 years old and it's showing its age. Also, while I'm at it, has anyone else come across this issue with the HD terrain? It seems to be putting in spots of water in holes every so often in a grid. The terrain seems to still be there, as it doesn't. I can't go down. Oh, actually, there I could go down in the hole, which is something I haven't been able to do on other locations. But back to the track. One second. There we go.
Set your line up or something?
I should be coming up on a metro. Yeah, here we are. This is, I can't remember what subdivision this is, but this is Metro Southwest Service. Take a trip down and see what that looks like.
Is it too late? Can I get that signal back at C2I114 over? Yep, that is correct. Thank you, check out. 12 against your order. Order, what the show I'm in?
Alright, here's Metro storage.
Hey, you guys
at the end of the line.
sometime, aren't you?
And over here, I believe this is some type of tanker facility, but I can't remember exactly.
BNSF, Kansas City mainline dispatch answer.
BNSF 7184 over.
Back to CN. Let's take a trip up this way.
BNSF 7184 guys.
6-3 of Barrington behind 670. You're pushing across 102 yard.
When you're ready.
I don't think there's any industries between there and Juliet. Yeah, I believe it's the Metro Southwest service. I might be thinking of trying to remember. Let me go back. I believe it's the Metro Southwest service that operates out of Chicago Union Station. I know the line goes up past. Didn't mean to close that. There we go. I'll take a tour up here. If I remember correctly, this is more Metro stuff here. And there's another hole with water in it. This time track actually goes on in it, which is something new.
That is correct. Thanks for your patience, guys. I think you should see him pretty quick here, I hope.
Clear now, 2143.
BNSF detector.
I think this might be a glitch in the HD terrain, so that's why I'm decided to focus on the track for the next couple months while I get the terrain figured out before I do any terraforming. Let's see. Should be coming up. Okay. Here we are at the Indiana Harbor Belt. Let's take a tour up to where I finished that. Right. I do have ADHD, so I am a bit random in where I go. But you'll get to see the whole area that I haven't looked at in years. Yep. Here's the CN line. I can't remember what the subdivision name is. Let's back. Take a peek in here. This is the this is west side of the Belt Clearing Yard. The west hump. And the east hump. As you can tell, my computer's really slow to render. Beltway up to the BNSF and farther north, obviously. Okay. If I remember correctly, this is a CN coming out of me look it up here.
BNSF detector. Milepost.
Oh, that's being slow.
7.3.
Let's just, I think it's the CN.
Repeat, no defects.
But let's just go up here. Take a look at Corwith.
Our throttle selection 1 through 8 is somehow jumbled up. Throttle 3 puts us in
Sorry for the poor stream quality. I should be getting
throttle 4 puts us straight to throttle 8.
fiber optic internet before the end of the year. Right now I'm operating on DSL
Sounds like somebody might be colorblind putting the wires together.
and a slow computer.
Throttle 1 works. It gives me
Take this back down.
throttle 2 does nothing. 3 and 4 max speed. And 5 is 5 and
51.
normal. So I got 2 throttle 8 selections.
I talked to Joe. He said, "Go ahead. Cab will be just a little bit. It's dropping somebody off the hotel and double back to
There's
you
a
guys."
belt railway yard. I can't remember what the name of this one is.
Put a different unit on the lead, is there?
Here's where the Southwest Metro Southwest Service. I'm really hoping that's what it is.
Yeah, take it, and if it just stops loading altogether, holler back, we'll change the defect on there.
Defects.
Yeah, load. I didn't get too excited.
Total axle 1. Kick back.
Talk nice to it, calm it down, but I will put a defect on there for you.
It is all traced out, or was traced out in Trainz DM, and then I'm going through it methodically, replacing it with better looking track and smoothing out the geometry. Here we are at CSX Yard. Drawing a blank on what it is. Take a stroll up to, I think it's Ashland, the Norfolk Southern Ashland Yard. Yeah, here, Norfolk Southern Ashland Yard. And here's where I ended that area. Go back down. This area will be interesting because part of the reason I want to go, or I'm setting a goal of February 2024 is I want to model 2023, which means I'll be modeling the construction, or probably like phase 1 construction groundwork for making this an elevated track. I think from about here over to here. So most, or a good portion of this yard's going away. And this, or yeah, most of that is going away.
Will you be able to clear the main at least?
But I'll come back to that. Here's where Metro and Norfolk Southern crosses the Belt Railway. Before we head south, let's go north and take a look at that stuff.
What needs to move for you guys to be able to
wait
do
for it to
that?
render.
I'll contact the Joliet train
There's
master.
a connection between for the 2 yards. I'm thinking this is NS 47th and the other, and the CSX Yard was 63rd, or am I had those reversed? I think this is a primarily closed yard, but they still use it for storage. I know this stuff isn't operational anymore. There's the Amtrak facility that I still need to do. And while I'm at it, connect what I did with Amtrak and Metro there to the BNSF line here, and then that's all done. I need to do the Union Pacific intermodal yard here. Yeah, right now I have no UTM tile south of this line except for where I've completed over by Juliet. So let's go start heading south. One second here. I want to show you what we've looked at so far. Okay. I've just taken you on a tour from here down here and then up this line. Looked at this area, traveled through the yard, down, up Corwith, and then over here, up to Ashland, back down, and then up here. And where are we at now? Actually, that's a good question. Oh, we're right here right now. So I'm going to take a look at this stuff next.
BNSF detector, milepost 973. No defects. Repeat, no defects. Total axle 370 out.
Let's stick with this line over here. Actually, back up here. And I think, pretty sure I managed to get the flyover. I think it's the Englewood flyover in before I transferred it over to Trainz. And I'll have to double check that.
Okay, I'll have him call you. Yeah, appreciate it. Thanks,
Here's where the
117, I'll have the 50 of Lamont.
I think it's the Heritage Corridor that operates out of Union Station. I can't remember which Metro service this is. This could be the Southwest service, but I don't remember for certain. It's been a while since I studied this area. Which one? Oh, that's right. The Iowa Interstate comes up as far as this yard, I believe. And this is... no. Let me back up. Let me look at the map again.
You guys hold them.
Yes. This is where the Iowa Interstate terminal is at. And while I'm down, headed this way, I'm going to take a look at some very I can't wait to finish this area, as you have the Indiana Harbor Belt going from here down to here, CSX going from there to there, and also here, down here, Metro and Iowa Interstate crossing here, and then here. Let's take this one first.
As far as on the display or anything like that, over?
You're welcome. Maybe I'll take dispatcher over.
For render, there it goes. This is the CSX Barr Yard.
That is affirmative, over. So let's go ahead and isolate the unit, and we'll look for screen controls. And
as you can see, I've got a lot of work ahead of me in the next couple months. And go down a little bit, back. Here's the Indiana Harbor Belt Blue Island Yard.
That sounds good. You guys have a stamp for your BNSF, Chile, West Dispatch Office.
CN detector, mile 39.8. Main 2 north, found.
And one more time. All right, it's 403 71878.
CN detector, mile 39.8. Main 2 north, found.
Okay, yeah. Now, the Rock Island line, that sounds...
Total axles 2, 4.
That sounds like it's it.
Detector out.
I haven't even touched anything on the CN line or the Metro Electric lines, Chicago South Shore. But when we're looking at this, I'm going to go south here to the Markham Yard. Yeah, CN Markham Yard.
Tell me what's active in there, over. It says local interface loss of comm with DVM, loss of communication with dynamic brake modem, and pneumatic wheel slide protection off. Okay, so let's go ahead and hit reset all, over.
Let's go down here for a minute.
F detector, milepost 7.1.3. No defects. Repeat, no defects.
Here's this
Total axle
CN connection to the CN. And I think this is... Yeah, this is the Metro storage facility for the end of the electrical line here. But I don't think it terminates. Yeah, it terminates here. And then CN, I've modeled it down to these couple industries down here. And I think I ended it at a signal down here so that I could have a realistic place to end the model. Let's see here. Look at glance at the map quick.
BNSF Chile West Dispatcher answering Romeo.
Look at that. Go east here.
Copy. Thank you very much.
Let me know.
I believe this is the Chicago Heights
I got one to get by there.
terminal area.
Let me get by there. Once they clear over.
There's another couple holes with water in them, and I don't understand why.
And I've been seeing it keeps getting that crankcase overpressure on it.
And there they go, getting smaller, but still there. If I remember correctly, one of these is like, it fabricates turnouts, I think, if I remember correctly. I don't remember what every industry does. I think one of these over here was a scrap metal facility. Let's go up. This is a UP line.
Okay, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, we'll get them next time. Sorry about
I think it's the Villa Grove subdivision. Here we are at UP Yard Center. In the UP Yard Center Intermodal Terminal. This will also be an interesting place to rail fan it. Game with all different trains coming through. Indiana Harbor Belt here, Union Pacific here, CSX here.
UP 5295.
Let's go east.
I was just seeing if he did swap out that MU cable over.
Here's one of the short lines that I'll be working on. Oh,
Bridge east on 2 for testing, please, over.
no, I'm sorry, this is in the Harbor Belt in the connection to the Chicago South Shore South. Is it the CSX? Or no, it's now the NITCD. Back. It's not the short line. Wait, yes it was. Here's the short line I thought I was looking at. Is this the Chicago short line? I need to spend more time down here. Ooh, this, I remember drawing this at Trainz DM and how tight this curve is. On Google Earth, it really is that tight. I don't know what they do there, but that'll be interesting. If you have any suggestions for what I should do or how I should go about this, leave a comment. I think this is the end of the Belt Railway. Yeah.
Copy that. Just making sure that he did, so we don't have,
A couple
have any issues with that. Okay, that sounds
Coke
good. I'll get all this
Industries,
reported and get over dispatcher in the yard safety.
Skyway Cement Company, and a metal, some type of metal facility south of here on that line. But I'm gonna actually skip that. Oh, here's another yard. I'm just going to continue on down this way. For a minute. Okay, now I need to hit south to show you something.
BNSF, CNI, answering the rush hour radio, over.
Yeah, disregard. Like it was just the programmer again.
No, I'll be honest.
The yard.
The program doesn't line anything up at interlockers.
Pretty sure this area is handled by the Indiana Harbor Belt. And if I remember correctly, this was an oil processing facility or something like that. At least that's what I gathered from the satellite images.
BNSF detector, milepost 56.9. Main 1, no defects.
Something else down here.
Repeat, no defects. Total axle 5, 4.
Oh, that's right.
Out.
This yard. The Indiana Harbor Belt Gibson Yard. This is the main yard on the east side of the layout for the Indiana Harbor Belt. It continues on down this way with a couple industries and a connection to the CSX, I believe. Or at least it was a connection to the CSX, I'm not sure. I know there was some work being done there when I was working on this years ago. Let's go up this way and end on this Gary, Indiana area. What am I looking at here? Oh. Oh, okay. I got a little lost there for a second. Here's the old EJ&E. Now CN, I can't remember what subdivision it. So again on that, let's follow it over to Kirk Yard. And here we are at Kirk Yard. As soon as it stops surrendering. Let me count here. UP Provisor Yard hump is now closed, and it's at least partially torn up. So that's one down that I need to update. Let's count the belt clearing yard as 2 yard. think I know at least one of the, either it's Barr Yard or Blue Highland, or maybe both of them are hump yards. So let's just say 3. And then Kirk Yard makes at least 4 hump yards that I need to figure out how to automate. And let's take a look at Gary, the U.S. Steel Mill in Gary, Indiana, because this will be a nightmare. First, let me zoom out here to give you an overall picture. There are tracks all over the place. They're spread out. There's a couple small yards. And over here.
CN 2286, 1750, 1835 on duty. That's correct, sir. What did you know you're working with? Over.
Look, it didn't show on the screen on the second engine. But locomotive maintenance does
model continues
good one. CDU for updates.
To
and how does it work with you guys calling the belt?
To the road that goes here. I think there's a signal somewhere in there, but I'm pretty sure when I did this, it was the road that I used to mark the edge of the model. And before I go, I want to show you one more location.
45 crossover. So I just have to find places to park everybody, and if someone's not taken, I need a route for an Amtrak. Also, so
I think this is another. I know this is a steel mill. I can't remember who owns it.
I only get you signals to Ash Street. You guys fit off crossings, staying there with only signals to.
Here's another location. That'll be a nightmare.
Alright, sounds good. I'll give the bell to shout then. Thank you for your help. CN-1 RTC, home out.
Total axle 1, 2, out.
Yeah, that'll be a nightmare. Because there's also elevated tracks. Where was it? I think. Where was it? If I remember correctly, there was a track going from here under these and coming up on the other side, but it was also flooded, so it wasn't in use. I'm not sure if I'm going to model it or how I'm going to model it. But I think that's enough for one day. If you have any suggestions for the audio, it'd be appreciated in the comments.
Repeat, no defects. Total axle 4, 8, 6, out.
That's correct. Etc. UP Charles / UP 7925. Signal indication at crest after the 103.
Yeah, 5687, sustained, Moppo 165.
That is correct.
I think I've run out of areas to show you. Oh, actually,
Right, so switching dealer restored 1.
show you what I mentioned about replacing track and some work that needs to be done before I go. Where am I? Yeah, here. Okay. Here we are at Proviso. You see I replace it with a JR track, which may not be the highest polygon count, but considering the size of this route, even polygons to a realistic low is preferable. But as for what I need to do in Proviso, I think it's about this half of the yard has been torn up from about here to here. What else? That pretty much covers it for today, so I'm going to off by saying if you like this, like and subscribe. It'll really help out my channel, and you can follow along with my progress. Night.